And welcome to Lake TV's Community Spotlight Show presented by COMC, the wonderful folks at Central Ozarks Medical Center. And today, as you know, we've got a new guest for you every week, somebody important in the community. Today, we're talking with Sandy Waggett, who does a little bit of everything. I don't know how you do all that you do. So you're the owner-operator of MSW Interactive Designs, right? Everybody knows about that. You are now an author, and you've started up some new businesses, Transform and Inspire businesses. You're just going a million miles an hour.
Yeah. It's been quite a journey.
Wow.
It's very exciting.
I guess so.
Yeah.
So, okay, well, let's start off kind of at the beginning where most people know you from MSW Interactive Designs, owner-operator. How long have you run that?
Well, I've owned it and run it for 23 years.
23.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know where the time's gone. 1999.
It does fly, doesn't it?
It does. I know.
Jeez, 1999.
I know.
Doesn't seem that long ago. Okay, so you actually grew up in Las Vegas.
I did.
But you would come to the lake every summer, right?
Yeah. So my mom and dad were from St. Louis, and they were divorced when I was 3. And my mom took me to Vegas, and my dad moved to Lake of the Ozarks, and so I would come to the lake for 5 or 6 weeks every summer as I was growing up. And my dad worked at the Lodge of Four Seasons back in the 70s.
Wow.
So,
That was kind of a whole different, I mean, the Lake of the Ozarks was way different back then, wasn't it? I mean, it was still gravel roads, and it would shut down in the winter and stuff like that. But summer, I'm sure, was happening.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Horseshoe Bend was this tiny, scary road to drive on. I mean, I was a kid, it freaked me out a little bit. And I remember all the old strip and the Wild Mouse or something like that, the roller coaster that was in Osage Beach, the old lake.
Yeah. So it's such cool to have those memories, though. My wife and I are fairly new to the lake, only been here a few years, so we've never seen that, but I hear about it, so I wish I would have been able to see that. That's cool. So 5 degrees of separation. You actually went to junior high and high school with Jimmy Kimmel.
I did. Yeah.
What in the world? What was that like?
Well, it was just normal high school back then, but it was Las Vegas, and he played the clarinet, and I played the clarinet, and we sat next to each other in band for years, and jazz band in high school, and Cleto Escobedo, who's his band leader, Cleto and the Cletones. So
was he like Mr. Entertainer back then too?
Yeah, he was funny. He was a class clown, so we had a trig class together, and he would pull the pranks in trig, and our teacher, Mr. Rogers, he passed a note around the class. He was the guy that would stand at the board and write on the board with his back to the class all the time. So there was one, Jimmy actually passed a note around the class and said, okay, at 10:10, everybody put your head down and let's see how long it takes Mr. Rogers to notice. And so we all did, and Mr. Rogers talked for like 20 minutes before he turned around, and I remember he turned around, he's like, Kimmel, he knew immediately.
He knew exactly, right off the bat.
Yeah, it was funny.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so everybody knows about MSW Interactive Designs in the Lake area. I mean, it's one of those kind of foundational businesses. So many big businesses in the area rely on you for web design and all that kind of stuff, right? It's one of the first things I learned when I moved here. I'd go talk to businesses. Well, MSW does this, MSW does that. Yeah. So that's pretty cool that you kind of corner the market on that in this area. But you have just recently launched a new company, right, called Transform and Inspire. Right. So what's that all about?
Yeah. So it was an interesting transition. So MSW is still going strong and growing, but I've gotten a lot of requests over the years for more consulting and coaching from a business and marketing perspective. And I have always wanted to write a book. Now the book is not business related. So I wrote this book, and I needed to start another company to promote the book efforts as well. So it was sort of a natural lead-in. Transform and Inspire is a coaching business, so life and business coaching.
Right.
So that's kind of how it grew into that. But it was really formed, the book was the impetus, to get that going. And most of the coaching I'm doing right now is from the business perspective. But I also have a 12-week high performance curriculum for business and life.
Okay, so you're a coach, you run a business, MSW Interactive, your new business is Transform and Inspire, and that's mostly coaching, okay?
Yes.
Business and personal.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm guessing there's a lot of like counseling involved in that, right? Do you like that?
So it's really not counseling. So when I say personal, I'm talking from a high performance standpoint. So as humans and business owners and business leaders, we tend to function normally at about 75% of our potential. That's
Right.
on a good day,
Yeah.
right? Sometimes it's 50%.
Yeah, over here it's usually about
Right.
20,
So
yeah.
the question is, what does that look like if you operated at 100%, most of the time, and then even tried to 2x, 5x, 10x that? And we sort of define high performance as at that 10x capacity, but also while maintaining balance in your relationship life.
Right.
And so the curriculum is actually scientifically backed. It's a certified curriculum from the High Performance Academy out of San Diego. Brennan Burchard developed it, who is a personal development guru based on nearly 15 years of research. And I have personally been through the program and still in the program. I have a coach and have for 2 years, and the difference it's made in my life over 2 years has been phenomenal. So I really believe in it and went ahead and got certified in it so that I could bring that to other people.
Right. You saw the value of it in your life, and you're trying to bring that to other people's lives. Okay.
Yeah.
So fascinating stuff. Sandy Waggett, the owner of MSW Interactive Design and the new business Transform and Inspire. We'll have more with Sandy right after this. What is COMC? A health center where everyone has access to high-quality, affordable medical, dental, and behavioral health care, regardless of insurance or ability to pay. Offering primary care, preventative, chronic, pediatrics, and OBGYN. COMC even offers comprehensive dental and same-day emergency care. A health center that focuses on every aspect of your health. Everything your family needs to stay healthy. At COMC, your health is our mission. If it's happening at the lake, it's happening on Lake TV. From the polar plunge to festivals, parades, aquapalooza, and boat shows, Lake TV has it all. Even the granddaddy of them all, the shootouts. If you're looking for places to party, things to do, or even a new home to move into, you've gotta love Lake TV. What is COMC? A health center where everyone has access to high-quality, affordable medical, dental, and behavioral health care, regardless of insurance or ability to pay. Offering primary care, preventative, chronic, pediatrics, and OBGYN. COMC even offers comprehensive dental and same-day emergency care. A health center that focuses on every aspect of your health. Everything your family needs to stay healthy. At COMC, your health is our mission. Welcome back to Lake TV's Community Spotlight Show presented by COMC, Central Ozarks Medical Center. We're talking with Sandy Waggett, MSW Interactive Designs. She's an author of a brand new book, which you've got to get, and started up a new business, coaching business, Transform and Inspire. And being a sports guy, I talk with a lot of coaches, and it's amazing the influence, the power that a coach has over lives. And that's kind of what you're doing.
Yeah.
In a way, in a business sense, in that kind of a sense.
Yeah. The curriculum really focuses on clarity, energy, influence, confidence, courage, several pillars that are foundational in our lives and, our ability to succeed in all areas of life. And then goes into the charge. If you're familiar with Brennan Burchard's work, he talks about having a caged life or a charged life, and the charged life is pushing beyond. And so what a coach does is kind of guide you through some introspection, challenges you to push a little further, a little harder, gives you frameworks on how to leverage what you already have, how to grow and improve it, and succeed in all aspects.
There's a lot of sports metaphors there, though. I mean, just listening to you talk, I'm like, well, that's what football coaches do, and basketball to a large degree. Yeah. So, and if you don't know much about Sandy, and you're so unassuming, I mean, you're always smiling, you're always nice and sweet and everything, but your resume is unreal. I mean, you were a senior engineer for BAE Systems, Lockheed Martin, developing computer web-based training applications for the United States Air Force and for Space Command. I mean, these are huge things, right? That you've got in your background that you just kind of, pull out of the back when you need it.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like a lifetime ago, but that's really how I got my experience and got started. You know, I got my master's degree in instructional technology. Yeah. And that's what I did for the program.
I don't even know how to spell that. More or less get a master's degree in it.
Right. Well, I mean, that's a differentiator for MSW too, though. I mean, we bring instructional design and analysis and user interface design. We don't just build websites.
Right.
So that experience and expertise comes with the package.
So much. Yeah, absolutely. On top of that, she's not just smart, but you were also got a free ride scholarship as a music major. So you got this, smart engineer thing going, but you also play music and stuff.
Yeah, that's why I'm so twisted. I have the creative brain and the math brain going.
It's all working. It's no right brain, left brain. It's every part of the brain.
Yeah, it was Jimmy Kimmel and that clarinet,
Yeah. So were you any good? You must have been good because you played in an orchestra.
Mm-hmm. I did. Yeah, I played in an orchestra, Philharmonic in Oklahoma City, and that was sort of the pinnacle for a classical musician. Yeah. And I did that at an early age, in my early 20s, 21 maybe, I think.
Wow.
And I was the principal E-flat and clarinet, which is the little tiny one.
Yeah.
And I think, if I remember, we got paid something like $45 per rehearsal.
Wow.
And then $120.
That's big money, man.
For a concert.
Yeah.
And I quickly realized that,
that wasn't
I was going to be poor.
See, in my household, that's big money, baby. It's amazing. Okay, so you've got all this in the background, and you were probably top secret. If you're
I was
designing some of these things for the Air Force and Space Command.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty cool stuff. So, and you started MSW Interactive Designs 23 years ago.
Right.
That's been hugely successful, and it's not just the lake; it's all over the country.
Yeah, we have clients from coast to coast.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's been a blessing, and it's a lot of referral business. So I take a lot of pride in the fact that my very first client from 1999 is still my client on month-to-month contracts.
Well, how could anybody leave Sandy Waggett, right?
Well, they do sometimes. You can't be all things to all people, but we try.
So we're down to our last couple minutes, but you have started this new business, Transform and Inspire, and you're coaching, you're trying to help professionals, I'm guessing, for the most part, right? Mm-hmm. How can professionals get in touch with you, talk with you, find out if you can help them, work with them?
Yeah,
how does that work?
You can go to transformandinspireyourlife.com or transformandinspireyourbusiness.com. And when the book comes out, it'll be available on both of those websites. Now, the book is not a business book.
Okay.
It's centered around toxic relationships in our lives and how to set boundaries and overcome them, and how to overcome some of the traits we tend to internalize as a result of those relationships in our lives. That's what the book's about. So there's a lot of coaching there. So it's a really nice fit.
Yeah, that's fantastic. We're going to have to do a whole nother show on the book.
Perfect.
Right?
I love that.
We will do that. So Transform and Inspire. And you've got two different websites.
Two different websites because the focus between life and business can be different. So that's why we did that. And, the curriculum, though, really applies, in my view, I think, ideally to business leaders, business owners, because, again, it's a high-performance curriculum. It's very structured coaching. Mm-hmm. And I personally attest because I still have my high-performance coach. So.
Well, and if you know anything about Sandy, you're high performance all the time. It's absolutely so. One of you, before we let you go, as one of your hobbies is whiskey, right?
I
Bourbon.
love whiskey. Yeah.
What's your favorite whiskey?
Yeah. Oh, so my inexpensive go-to is Buffalo Trace, but it's hard to find. But I do love Woodford Reserve. So,
okay. So
not the rye, the regular.
Oh, not the rye.
Not the rye.
The regular.
Yeah, the regular.
So that is Sandy Waggett. Just pure greatness. Thank you so much for coming down and
Thank you.
joining us.
I
We
appreciate the opportunity.
You betcha. Sandy Waggett, MSW Interactive Designs and Transform and Inspire. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.